right, let's talk about the New Day and Omos and AJ Styles. Normally, I wouldn't talk about this, but I do like the direction, the narrative direction that they're going with Omos and AJ Styles, where they've been together all this time, and we don't know why they're friends, and they haven't really been put across as being a team. They have had good chemistry, though, as far as AJ being sort of the humorous silly heel and having a straight man and almost to play off of. Having a physical force to back him up as he does his silly stuff. And that's all been well and good. You know, AJ Styles comes out, talk about that they're going to bury the New Day. They're going to become the Raw Tag Team Champions. The New Day come out and they say, well, look, you guys aren't even partners. You guys aren't a tag team. You don't even know this man. And of course, they're doing their song and dance, the New Day. A lot of people are tired of New Day. I know, there's been a lot of talk on this internet lately about the New Day being over pushed and, they shouldn't be in this spot. And I don't disagree. I don't entirely disagree. I would prefer that we do something with Xavier Woods. I think this year after WrestleMania, we should start doing something different with Xavier Woods. Maybe do that King of the Ring thing that he's been harping about on Twitter and Facebook and everything. They let him do whatever else he wants to do. So maybe we do something with him as a solo act. But ultimately, they're in this position. Maybe they shouldn't be, but they are. Okay, so they're doing this thing where they're kind of doing their shtick and they're running down Omos and AJ Styles, and basically they do this. How well do you know your partner? They do this with like best friends and wives and stuff like that. What's her favorite color? What's her favorite flavor of ice cream? And every boyfriend fails because unless you are a complete and total simp, you don't have any idea what your girlfriend's favorite anything is, except maybe her favorite song or something like that. I could not tell you. Well, I think I do. I did know my ex-girlfriend's favorite color. I think I do. That's why we're That's why we're exes. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I don't remember nothing. Anyway, I barely remember birthdays, but they basically do that, and they do this back and forth where we find out that almost his favorite color is mauve, which was funny, but it feels like completely made up. Like he completely made that up. Like if nobody's favorite color is mauve, right? Nobody's favorite color is a mauve. What was his favorite flavor of ice cream? And AJ Styles was talking about like vanilla bean or something like that, and it turned out to be like peanut butter, pineapple, or some shit. I don't remember. I didn't write it down because I didn't think it was relevant. Anyway, they asked him his favorite color, his favorite ice cream, his favorite wrestler was, and ended up being Andre the Giant. Ended up, that actually caught my attention because I was like, huh? Andre the Giant. Anyway, they basically was talking about, hey, you don't even know this guy. Y'all not real partners. You don't even know him. And it's a nice setup because it becomes this story where they're telling Omos, you don't need to trust AJ Styles. Do not trust AJ Styles. He's going to wear you down. He is trying to use you. He is up to no good. Nobody will ever be able to pin you. But we can beat AJ Styles, And then Kofi Kingston beat AJ Styles in the match. These guys have great chemistry. AJ and Kofi, how they cannot work a singles like series, on pay-per-view or something, beyond me. Kofi is a great singles performer. He's fantastic. His title run wasn't the best because he was booked like Superman. And, he wasn't allowed to really do too much. He was still smiling and throwing pancakes, and people were kind of like, ugh, not allowing him to show much range as a character. But he got to show a little bit more of his character, more of his personality. I enjoyed Kofi X Champion for a little while. Then he started, of course, by the time he got to Randy Orton, people were kind of like, but I enjoyed it. I think the Dolph Ziggler feud kind of threw people off. Anyway, I enjoyed Kofi as a singles performer, and I think that he's a main event guy. You know, maybe not a long term, always in the main event guy, but I think he's if you got a solid heel and you need a guy to work with him for two or three straight events, Kofi could be your guy. You know, maybe not gonna be champion for a whole year or anything like that, but you know, a contender, sure. But they had a good match, and then they actually beat AJ Styles, which of course was the nice little link to the story that we can beat AJ, and you can lose without actually getting beat. So that gives you something to think about, and I like that. It's trying to sow dissension. It's a long time team, grizzled team. We've seen New Day go through everything. Most people didn't even consider Omos and AJ Styles a tag team because Omos has never had a match. So we're looking at a situation here where, okay, now we get to test Omos's mental game. Does he really trust AJ Styles? It's a really good thing. Really good thing that we're playing here. Of course, this is something they could tease during the match when Omos is on the ring apron. We tease whether, he even tags in or what happens and all that sort of stuff. So that's the only reason I'm talking about this, because I think they deserve some kind of credit for introducing that element to the match, because it's something unique. This guy has never worked a match before. They never worked a tag team match before. This is going to be his first match. And he's going to go against the longest reigning tag team champions. Guys who are 11-time tag team champions. A fresh, new tag team is going to go against one of the longest, most prominent tag teams. Can they possibly win? And is it going to embarrass Omos for him to lose his debut? AJ Styles touted his own, attributes, been, WWE champion for like 400 days or some nonsense like that, winning everything except the tag team titles. It's something to talk about. It's a good storyline. It's not the best because it's short term, but it's a good thing because it adds elements to it. It's something where now we have the unknown quantity and Omos. We get to test his mental game. We get to test whether he's really in the game or not, in the zone. We get to test AJ Styles, to test their team trust. They don't have a lot of time, so they're probably gonna do some silly stuff that involves like trust games and quizzing each other on what each other's favorite candy bars are and stupid shit like that. And that, because they definitely gonna do comedy, because they're working with the New Day and nobody gets heat anymore. It's very frustrating, but it ought to be interesting. So, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to send an email, send it to mrslade84@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter at mongoslade8. Thank you guys for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later.